Long overdue. And shout out to Here Off the Farms on IG for this one. The FDA may outlaw food dyes within weeks. Bombshell move would affect candy, soda, cakes, and revolutionize American diets. Make America healthy again. Shout out to Robert Kennedy because that's a part of his mission and what he brings to the table. At the end of the day, if American people are consuming some of these ingredients that are unhealthy for them, then that makes American people less productive when you think about it from a grand scheme of things, because this has a negative impact on you, your children, especially when it deals with them being early growers and really being sponges in their earlier years. And this is coming from a father who has a son who's diagnosed with autism, so I pay attention to labels galore. I'm always looking at different things and learning new terminology and new ways that they cover up food ingredients. And I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I really want you to be able to have food that you can buy and you understand what the ingredients are, versus it being some things that are too complex to understand. So this is long overdue. Let me read the text that went along with this, because I think it's some nuggets in here. Some questions that come to mind are: who is poisoning our children and why are they? How is this allowed? And what can we do about it? The answers may be complex, but the solution is simple. Let's stop buying it and stop eating it, and they'll stop selling it. Because I definitely, when I see high fructose corn syrup, certain dyes, I don't buy. When I see fake sugar, sugar free, when it's really just loaded with aspartame, I'm not buying. So in many cases, you not buying it will keep that shit on the shelf, and if that stays on the shelf, then that's good for your health and bad for their pockets. So it's time to produce our own food, not just food, but also support other people who create sustainable products. It's less convenient and slightly more expensive, but you'll get used to the changes and the greater effort needed over time. We all kind of waste money on things anyway. So this is the thing: God really made food free. Some kind of way, shape, form, fashion, we've gotten into a place to where we feel that we have to seek outwardly what we can create and produce. I'm guilty of it fully. But when I take a step back, I understand, you know what? God created a world that is abundant, that self procreates. It reproduces and replenishes itself naturally. That's the human race. That's the same with food and things of that nature. It went on to show a comparison between America and Canada, the Fruit Loops. Now, same brand, apparently, but the colors look a lot different. Why? Because they're trying to be more appealing to you and make the colors pop a little bit more. But in order to do that, they have to add these fake things into it. Now, I will say this: sometimes these boxes can lie on their labels. They'll say, "Hey, it's just this," or "It's just that," or they may say natural flavors. Then you look into the details of what natural flavors mean and what it actually is, and it's something totally different that's not beneficial to you. And as a result, you still consume it without you knowing. But it at least is keeping them on the radar by understanding that, hey, people are not tolerating this, and we have an administration and a team of people who are trying to target this. So y'all finna be out of money, y'all finna be out of profits if y'all don't address this and put healthier ingredients in it. At the end of the day, people have the power. But if you look at the ingredients, when you compare America to Canada, you'll see that American ingredients in the Fruit Loops has a lot more of them. And when you look at the details of it, then you'll see, oh, it's some ingredients that may not be beneficial. Then you have to look deeper than that and say, okay, what does this particular hydrogenated vegetable oil do to me? How, is it beneficial? Is the germinated yellow corn flour beneficial or not beneficial? Just out of curiosity, like looking into it. Then you see the highlighted words: red 40, blue 1, yellow 6, BHT for freshness. Those are the main ones we're highlighting in here. But in Canada, it doesn't have that. And there's certain ingredients that are banned in other countries that are allowed here. But I feel like it's a lot of replenishing and replacing and resetting that's taking place that could have benefits. But a lot of times it comes at the expense of situations that have affected people. You know how they say some rules are written in blood? That means somebody got injured first before the rule had to be written. And this is a prime example of that. Lastly, the FDA is reviewing a petition to ban Red 3, a petroleum-based food dye found in snacks, beverages, and candy, NBC News reports. And I'll say this, because if you look at some of these school programs and some of the free food that they provide, and a lot of times it's disguised as, yeah, we're looking at healthy things, and I look at them damn ingredients, I'm like, nah, y'all not eating it. And they giving it to the kids, but it's free. It's giving it to them as free. Oh, this is just part of the... No. Now, the kids might have got it without me knowing, but most of the time my kids know, hey, what they reading the labels too. and they 10. They was reading the labels at 8 and 9. Daddy, this got high fructose corn syrup in it. Daddy, this got this. They paying attention to it because I'm raising their awareness of it. And sometimes they'll decline. No, I don't want that because it got MSG in it. I don't want that because it got, aspartame in it. Like you said, Daddy, they're paying attention to it. But a lot of times these foods are still being issued out to the kids for free. And if other people are eating it, then everybody else tends to eat it as well. But you don't know the long-term detriment. So it says Deputy Commissioner Jim Jones stated they aim to act on the petition within weeks. That's how serious it is. Otherwise, their source of income can be cut off because we don't want that shit. Though Red 3's safety has been reviewed since the 1969 approval, the petition calls for a fresh evaluation. Look into it, and a lot of times the evaluation, you got to determine who approved it, who allowed it, and do they benefit from it. Because sometimes the people who greenlight it and say, oh, it's good for you, it's okay, they've been paid on the back end. We see what happened with other things. If you look into the individual who gave it the green light, they probably was paid. So you got to understand and pay attention to who you're listening to, and then understand and know for self. I know me, when I consume certain ingredients, even if the package might not have said it had it in it, I'm like, nah, ain't no way. This got MSG in it. I can tell. My body feel it. I get like a headache. I feel it. Same with aspartame. Certain things I can feel, even if the ingredient didn't say it, and I, tend to toss it. And I can't say I eat 100% A1, but I'm at least aware. And as awareness increases, then I believe that's what changes things to where now we're able to at least have ingredients in our food that are not to the level of detriment that they are right now, and progress is being made until ultimately we go back to the nature's way, God's way. Salute. I am a magnet. I am a money magnet. If I want it, I can have it. Imagination with some action. Law of attraction. I attract positive people, and positive people somehow be attracted to me. But I feed off of negative energy. Negative energy give me the power I need. Peace. You were never born to be mediocre. Worldwide well, tell me why you thinking local. You're a greatness in the making. Amazing grace. Somebody bringing the vocals. Look, you were never born to settle when the world needs you right now more than ever. Just know that I'm God sent, bringing knowledge and hot spit. Somebody better go warn the devil. Hello.